Hi guys, welcome back. I'm in Olas Altas right now, so let me give you a view since this is new for you. Alright, so looking back that way, basically there's a lot of restaurants. That's where they do reggae on Monday nights. Apparently at some point there's waves here, but it's not this season. So I haven't surfed it yet. There's a beach behind. And I'll be heading back this way. Anyway, it's still part of the malecón. Now you get a bit of the view. Alright, so last I talked to you guys, it was Monday, I believe. So my friend got in Tuesday. This was the one visiting from Ireland. And then got in at night, so that day was pretty chill. Later on, we just grabbed some tacos and basically walked along the malecón from my place a bit north towards like where the letters are. And then Wednesday we did a surf lesson. So he's been a few times, or a couple maybe before. We ended up going to Pueblo Bonito, so that was my first time surfing there. But we went with my friend Chano. He ended up giving him a lesson. So we went there first, checked it out, and then went to Brujas, and it was small in both spots. Anyways, Pueblo Bonito is better for beginners and learning, so we ended up going back there to do the lesson. Water is definitely colder. That was the first time I wore my spring suit, so it definitely helped. I think it's only a millimeter, but at least it kept my core warm, but water is definitely colder. And the waves are super small, so I want to show you guys this view real quick. Anyways, if you can see in between the trees, those are the beaters crossing Abbey Road. That whole little section is like supposed to look like London, apparently. I think I told you guys before, but I don't remember if it was like mayor or governor. Someone really liked the Beatles, and so all that stuff over there is because of that, basically. So anyways, we surfed there, and it was still nice, of course, to get in the water, but I mean, they're probably like 1 to 2 feet right now, so not as exciting. It hasn't been giving me like that much motivation to get out there, especially between that and the water being colder now. But anyways, still nice to get out there, and he had a good time, did well. And then from there, afterwards we stopped to get some coffee at this place called Lighthouse, which I hadn't been to yet. It's kind of on the way back in this plaza called, I think, Islas something, which I also hadn't been to, but they have some cute shops and stuff in there. And then eventually we made our way back to my place, and later went out. I'm gonna show you guys the workplace. Anyways, this is the place I had been with one of my friends. That was last year, the last one, so there. So another really nice spot. Okay, so back to Wednesday. Afterwards, we ended up actually walking here. So from my place to Olas Altas, walked along the boardwalk, and then, so Olas Altas is basically right by the center. Actually, this road behind me, back there, basically, is the one that I had mentioned before that I think is the prettiest road in the city. But if you just walk down the street, you're walking right towards the center, so it's really close. So anyways, we walked down here, grabbed a bite at Manisco's Bahia, which is one of the spots on the food tours, but I hadn't yet eaten there. So hung out there, grabbed a bite, which is good, and then walked into the center of town. So explored that for a while, went to the main plaza, so Plaza Machado, and yeah, basically just walked it after lunch. And it was Wednesday, so of course I remembered, like, if you want, we're still hanging around here, it's jazz. I'm gonna show you guys this, because again, who knows what you can hear on the ground. on Thursday, it was nice. I got to do some new and different things while he was here. So again, even though there's a lot of the same things to do all the time, it's not like a huge city, there's always a little bit more to explore. So he was also into kind of doing active stuff and all that, so we ended up renting bikes. So this was the first time I had bikes around, which honestly was super convenient, and it's definitely made me think like having a bike would make it so much easier to get around, because it's really not that big. Walking takes a while, but with a bike, honestly, you can get around pretty quick. So we rented bikes from a little bit farther north in Malecón, kind of towards that end of it, and then biked all the way down to Malecón. So past where I am now, basically biked the entire Malecón, and then made our way to the lighthouse. So eventually the Malecón ends, and then it's that curvy winding road, Paseo del Centenario, which I recorded one of the videos there before after running to La Marea. So we biked all the way down to the lighthouse, then we hiked up to the lighthouse. Timing just worked out really well for everything. And then after hiking the lighthouse, we ate at La Marea. So we were there for sunset, which was really nice because I hadn't been there at that time yet. So we had like an early dinner there, got to see the sunset, hung out for a bit. And then we had the bikes the whole day, but we had to get them back by 9 o'clock when the shop closed. So we continued biking around kind of the peninsula more or less, and then to the other side where there's the embankment where the boats leave to go to Isla de la Piedra. So we were biking over that way. There's a huge mural, which I've driven by a bunch, but it was nice to go a bit slower and check out the artwork more, because that I hadn't done yet, just like quickly driving by. Anyway, so we did that and took more photos and stuff like that, and then we biked to Islas. There's a brewery over there, basically towards the end of that hill. So we hung out there, had a beer, and then biked all the way back to the bike shop and made it just in time before it closed. It was seriously like 8:59 when I looked at the time. So anyways, got lucky with that. The guy was still in the shop. And then after that, we were near this other brewery called Navegante, which I hadn't yet been to. So we went there and grabbed another beer and just hung out there for a bit. So again, got to check out some new spots and bike all around, and got to do so much having a bike on hand. I'm going to show you this view because there's some more down here. Oh, this is where the cliff divers are. There's one back that way. And then there's all these little stands here, which they've had some before, but I think there's more now out because of the holidays. So yeah, after Navegante, we made our way back, walked back, walked by this Parque Central. I saw on our way back that, like, looking back a few roads, that they had all these Christmas lights, so walked back that way. And that was Wednesday, so full day. Shoot, Thursday. Okay, that leads us to Friday. So Friday, so one of my friends from the surfing group, she had sent a message in the surf chat basically saying like she's doing some naturalist tours, which I knew she did this also, and now it's whale watching season. So she mentioned she was going to be doing some tours, and she had a tour on Friday. So we ended up doing a whale watching tour basically with her, which is cool. And went out in the morning on the boat, on the catamaran, and it was nice getting out because I haven't been out on a boat yet, like just to explore besides taking a little boat to one of the islands. So we went out a ways past the Tres Islas, and we saw a bunch of whales, so it was really cool. She said we saw like 13 that day total, she counted. One of them was a baby. It's sort of the beginning of the season, the beginning of December, it goes through March, she said. And then the coolest thing of all, because I've seen whales before, but every time, usually whenever I do, it's just like a part of it you see either like just the back or the tail or anyways, that's usually the case. So we did see a lot of that, but at some point one of the whales jumped out of the water, like fully breached, jumped into the air and splashed back into the water, which is really cool. And that's, I feel like, always what everyone really wants to see. Finally got to see that. So that was my first time in my life ever getting to see that. It was really awesome. Everyone was like super excited. Check out this monument. I don't remember the name, but it's cool. And speaking of whales, there's a bunch of dolphins. So that was earlier in the day, Friday, which is really cool. It was a 4-hour boat trip, and then afterwards we took off from the marina, so got to explore the marina a bit more, walked around and saw basically more of it than I had seen previously. And then we went, after walking around a little bit, met back up with my friend Aurora and went to this cafe, Mano Santa, in the marina, which was nice. I hadn't been there before. Grabbed a drink, and then that area is also near the new Panama. So afterwards, my friend and I went to Panama because I had mentioned that to him. We weren't really hungry at the point because we had some food on the boat, but anyways, got to try some things, and also some savory things, not just sweet. I was actually, by that point, wanted to try some of the savory items instead of the sweet, because I'd had so many sweets already, and try that stuff. And I would definitely say their sweets are better. So now that I've tried a few more things, next time I would go for something sweet, not salty, from there. But they also make just a bunch of fresh stuff, all sorts of fresh bread. So we got an entire loaf of fresh bread, which I now have. After that, we headed to the beach. So just went farther down the beach and hung out there. He went for a dip and I just hung out on the beach. I was tired, of course, because that was an early morning start, and the night before went long. And anyways, I just hung out there. And then afterwards we walked farther down the beach and onto the malecón and around to the other side where the letters are, a little bit farther down. Basically trying to catch the full sunset, because where we were earlier on the beach, the sunset's behind one of the islands, the Islas. So you have to go farther down to see it set over the water. So anyways, we did that and then kept walking back. We were right by, again, the bike rental place, which also happens to have ice cream. We didn't get to try the day before, so we got something there. And then the day before, when we were at Navegante, the brewery, they walked out with this pizza. So one of the tables, and my friend thought it looked really good, so he ordered one and they were completely out. So anyways, he was in the mood for pizza. We ended up going back there so we could try the pizza. He grabbed another beer and had the pizza. Was actually really good. Surprising, it's just a brewery, but the breweries and a lot of the bars here and stuff have good food. So we went there and then kept making our way back, walked back home. So definitely like active, a lot of walking and exploring while he was there. And then later on we went back into town, into the center, historical center, and did a little bit of bar hopping. Where did we go? We went to NSR, that brewery, hung out there for a bit. Again, pushing through because I easily could have stayed in and just fallen asleep right then. But of course, trying to do more when you have people visiting, take them out and show them around. So we both kind of pushed through, made ourselves get back out there. But we were both dozing off at that first brewery, and it was chill mode. So then we moved on, and he was like, yeah, I need something with more lively, music and all that, otherwise I'm just gonna fall asleep. We ended up going to Ruiseñor, that bar, afterwards. Let me show you this view real quick. So there's this park here, which is nice, And they don't usually have all this stuff, but right now they have a market, which I believe is also for the holidays. I haven't checked that out yet, so I'll have to do that at some point. So we went to Ruiseñor, and of course the guy that I work with, Hilo, was there. He's like, I feel like always there anytime I end up there. So we chatted with him for a bit and hung out there, and then finally made our way to the last bar, which was Bruma, which I had not been to, but it was a cool bar. It's on that, well, anyways, they're all close by. It's just a little bit farther down. And they had a DJ, this girl DJ playing, that was good. More electronic music, but really loud. So anyways, different vibe. Hung out there until they closed down. And my friend Aurora, who was also with us earlier during the boat trip, she was the one guiding that. She was also hanging out in that area, so she popped in for a bit and said hello and chatted with us for a bit. So anyways, that was Friday. Pushed through, ended up making it out all night. And then my friend Zara was heading back on Saturday, like afternoon. So there's this organic farmers market going on Saturday mornings I've been wanting to go to, but I hadn't made it to because usually I'd go out surfing, or if not, like I'm sleeping in, one or the other typically. And I'd mentioned that to him, and he's interested. So we ended up checking that out, which was really cool. I'm glad I finally got to check it out. Definitely if I am free, I'll try to keep going because I do always like that stuff and they have good products. And so anyways, we checked that out, walked around for a bit, and they had some music playing, and just, you could get actual food there or lots of different products. So that was neat to check out. And then he headed to the airport from there. I, after walking back, took a nap, which I was pretty much planning to do. It was like the first opportunity to sleep. And then, so another friend, who's like a friend of a friend I met right before coming here, she had told me when we met, like, oh, I was just there, my family's from there, I'll be back over the holidays, so if you want to meet up, yeah, I'll be there like in a few more months. So anyways, she got in town the day before, so she had reached out also to see if I wanted to hang out. So I was like, yeah, I'll try to meet up with you guys later. So I ended up meeting up with her and her family later on. And originally just met up with them, they got some drinks, I grabbed some food, and then her parents and her other sister just arrived after and met up with us at a taco shop. So we all hung out there for a bit longer. And then another new thing, so they come here like all the time every year. So one of the things to do here, and she was saying they like always do that when they come here, the red truck taxis that I mentioned before that are like the pulmonias, but it's a red truck instead. So they're called auriga. I can never remember the word, but I finally like double checked that. So basically it's kind of like you can make it into your own little thing, like a booze cruise but on a truck. So people will just, yeah, like a party bus or something. People grab drinks and then bring them on and have music blasting and just go for a ride. So basically that's what we did. So I got to ride on an auriga for the first time, and basically you can just pay them to take you for a ride, like for an hour, just along the malecón. And anyways, that's what we did. Went for a ride. They took us up to where the lighthouse is and then back. And that was yesterday. That was pretty much that's caught me up until today. I just went for a run to the observatory, and now I'm heading back. So let me show you this view. This is the Casa del Marino, which I had also told you guys about another time. The little fort's right behind there. So anyways, at least you're getting to see some new views. And just past this is Pinos, one of the surf spots. So pretty much that's everything up to date for now. I'm still kind of playing the next few days by ear. I might go, my friend and her family are going to a town a little bit south of here, like an hour south. but I have to figure out more details before I get there. So I might do that, but not totally sure. But I will keep you guys posted, and probably in about another week or so, take another video to catch you guys up. So thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.